EPFR Global. He tracks fund flows closely. Cameron, great to have you with us here. Thank you very much. Emerging market funds, global emerging market funds started to get money. We're starting to get money. Is that trend continuing? What is the latest data showing you? And which markets are seeing the most allocation?
So the short answer is yes. We've now had 3 straight weeks of inflows for the global emerging markets funds, which is definitely a positive for India. Those funds have increased their allocations to India pretty significantly over the past year and a half. China still remains their biggest allocation, but that's down from a high of close to a third of the average portfolio to closer to a quarter. And the other market that is faring well as gem funds start to take in money is Brazil.
So what about India, Cameron? We are seeing a return of foreign flows into the Indian markets, especially in the month of November. How are you reading the data here, and what is the prognosis?
The prognosis is positive. We're seeing flows again into dedicated India equity funds and a little bit into India bond funds. And as I just said, that the gem funds are getting money is going to be good for India because they allocate a fairly decent slice of that to India and seem to be anxious to certainly nudge their exposure a bit higher. And as you mentioned in the run-up to my appearing too, anytime oil prices look like they're stabilizing or even going down, that's usually a positive for India, and it seems to be the case again.
Hi, morning, Cameron. Thanks so much for joining on the show. I just wanted to clarify that the money that's coming to India, it's not passive, but there is active funds that are coming in, right?
A mixture of both, but especially on the dedicated funds, that tends to be sort of more active money, and that's the one that I tend to read as positive FII sentiment.
Right. You said that on an average, portfolio level allocation to China is down from 33% to about 25% now. In between, there was a lot of talk that people were shunning China big time, and that all kinds of analysis were done in terms of how a lot of that money will be reallocated to other emerging markets, etc. That may be a trend very longer term, but are you seeing a little bit of pause in those kind of conversations, or is that still going on?
Well, pause is the right word, but that I would apply that to the reallocation. We saw definitely some unease, but for the most part, the money has continued to flow into China funds for a variety of reasons, which have actually shifted as we've gone along. But the one I'm hearing the most at the moment is a sense that at some point China will relax its COVID restrictions, and that will set up a really major bounce in Chinese equity markets that people are already positioning themselves to try and capture.
Okay, well, we will leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining in, and have a great day. That's the word on the flow situation. Flows continue to come in thick and fast into the Indian markets.